What is going on, everybody? Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name's Pat. I'm a full-time reseller. Had a pretty good week last week. I've been listing a lot more. As of last month, I started a new listing challenge, and for the better part of last month, I think 18 out of the 31 days, I listed an average of 11 items a day. And for this month in November, I'm trying to list 15 items a day. And right now, I think I'm a little over 1,300 listings. By the end of the year, I'd like to be listing, like come January 1st, I want to be listing 30 items a day. And it's been kind of hectic trying to find inventory, but I have noticed since it's been now like 22 days of listing over 11 items a day that sales have been pretty consistent, and I've also been finding some really cool stuff. So overall, really good week. 55 transactions for $2,132, 10 different items, and the first one you've probably seen if you watch any of my other What Sold videos. When I was first finding these, there weren't really a lot of comps, and I was selling them really quick at like 16, 17 bucks a piece. So this time I actually found 60 of them and decided to put them up at $39.98 plus $4.95 shipping. And just this last week, I sold 16 out of the 18 lots of this one. I actually had to put these in different lots because some had different expiration dates. And as of right now, I sold all of them, which I hopefully have on order more with the supplier that I found these. But there are really no guarantees. I think they said they had like 300 more, so I'm hoping they come through just because they move really quick. And each one cost me $2.50, so I've got $5 into the lot of 2 of them. But even right now, you might still be able to find these at like CVS or Walgreens, and I think they were like 10 or 12 bucks a piece. And even at that price, if you sold them for 40 bucks, you'd still make like 8 to 10 bucks, and they would sell kind of fast. So definitely keep an eye out for this. This was a great flip. And next, this was an interesting find because I wasn't looking for it. I was on OfferUp looking for a patio table, and the patio table I found, I went to the guy's house and bought it, and then he had some other stuff for sale, so I decided to take a look, and I found this ICOM IC model 602, M602, like a waterproof marine radio. And when I first saw it, it was in the box, and the box says M604. So when I looked up that model number, those are actually going for a lot of money. And so I got kind of excited when I was going through it, and I noticed that it was an M602. And actually, 1 or 2 other listings that I found had the same deal. The box was M602 or 4, and then the actual item was M602. So I'm not sure why that is. But anyway, I bought this for 40 bucks. It was listed for about less than a month, and took an offer of $250 plus shipping. And it was great. I actually made as much money off this as I paid for the patio table, so that actually worked out really well. But I guess this is something you want to keep an eye out for. And this, the way I tested it was I had like a little battery jump box that I used, that I keep in my truck in case my battery dies or something. It's awesome. You just hook it up. It's got like it's like a battery backup, and I was able to connect it to the wires on this, and it turned on, and I was able to test it and actually show that it worked. But also with stuff like this, you also want to really do your research, because something like this, I noticed that, you have, this has an MMSI, which I'm not really sure what that is, but I learned that from reading the other listings. Then I checked for it, and just decided to make a note of it that whoever bought this would have to install their own. Sometimes, you want to be as detailed as possible when you're selling, especially higher-end electronics. And something like this, again, I took a picture of any model number or serial number just in case anybody tried to pull a switcheroo. I can prove that it's not the same one that I sent out. But always good to learn about like these kind of higher-end stuff if you can find them. Always check the other listings of what have sold and what people have listed to learn anything like that whole MMSI thing I would have never known about. But yeah, definitely keep an eye out for these. Next, these were in a haul video from the other week where I found over 100 items. I paid on average about $10 for each pair of shoes, and these sold pretty quick for $42. I think it was on sale for 15% off plus $9.99 shipping. The brand is Merrell. These are Continuum, really cool like hiking shoes. They're in really, really good condition. Definitely go check out that video. I'll put a link to it. I found some really good stuff, and these sold fairly quick. I think these took under 2 weeks, as well as these Johnson & Murphy Mock Toe Oxford shoes. These were still brand new, just no box. Actually, I still had the box, but it didn't make sense to ship it in the box because it would have been too big and too bulky, and actually would have cost me more. So these alone I just put in a shoe box, wrapped them with wrapping paper and bubble wrap, and they fit perfect. But these sold for $59.50 plus $9.99 shipping. Next, at the same place that I found the Excedrin, I found these cough drops. I found 12 of them. They were all marked at like 40 cents each. So I picked all of them up, and I decided to put them in lots of 3 for $11.98. And somebody actually bought all 4 lots. So they spent just under 50 bucks, $47.90. And shipping was Had to put all of these in a priority regional rate A box, and it went for $8.65. So overall, really happy with that. Next, this I found in the Goodwill pallet of clothes that I bought a couple weeks ago now. I paid on average $2.28 for everything that I found, and this took about 3 weeks to sell. To newer tags, I think it is vintage, Home Team Advantage. Even the tag is, I don't know where Mervin's is, probably somewhere up north. I'm in South Florida for those of you who don't know. Sold $34 plus $7.90 shipping. Next, this I also paid. I paid on average about $5 for this. This was also in the lot of stuff I found. I did notice that it had some staining on it, but it still was new with tags. Like there was a little mark on the collar here and on the back. So I marked it. I put it at $35, knowing that on 15% it would go down to about $30. And shipping on this kind of sucked. It was like $11 to ship, but it did sell kind of quick. And next, this was a K&N air filter from a Dodge Ram that a buddy of mine gave me. I think he upgraded to something different, but he didn't want it. This was sitting around in my store for 9 months. I took a best offer of $45 on it. Free shipping, went priority, made a little bit of money, but stuff like this, car parts, especially like K&N and filters like this, even though they're used, still can command some pretty good money. So definitely keep an eye out for those if you're ever out like a garage sale or flea market. I know it kind of looks like junk, but these still, like I said, can hold some pretty good value. And next up, one of my favorite items to find, Polo Ralph Lauren. This is a Pima Soft Touch 4XL T-Tall Polo. The Pima Soft Touches usually sell really well, and this is the newer style tag. The older style has it's like a white or a gray on the blue, but larger sizes also really sell well. I paid $4 for this, sold within I think a week and a half for $29.75 plus $4.95 shipping. And lastly, this I paid about $5 for. This was also one of the 100-piece items that I found. This is a New Tags Harley Davidson t-shirt. I paid about $5 for this shirt specifically. I bought some stuff from Goodwill, some stuff from another thrift store, and some stuff was from a private pick. And this was from the private pick, so on average it cost me about $5. It should have went on sale. Usually I like to wait a week before I put my items on sale to give them a chance to sell at a full price, but for some reason this got in the mix and went on sale, and somebody bought it for $21.25 plus $4.95 shipping. I think the MSRP on this was, yeah, $32, so I don't mind giving out deals, especially if I only have like $5 or $6 in the shirts like this. That's going to do it. So hopefully you guys really enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys learned a lot. If you did, please smash the like button and consider subscribing. I do make a video like this every single week, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video.